Now joined by Christian Hyland, the head coach of the Greensburg Central Catholic Centurions boys team, the top seed in Class 2A. And first off, Christian, congrats. I know that's a big accomplishment, winning a section title as well, a major accomplishment. So how did you evaluate the success of the regular season for the Centurions?
Yeah, it was a successful regular season. We had a couple tough games there with Jeanette that really challenged us, got us better. And then we schedule a tough non-section schedule every year to try and get us ready for this time of year. So, I'm proud of our guys of, accomplishing, their couple goals of getting a section championship, going undefeated in the section, and then earning a number one seed. So proud of them thus far, and we have more work to do too.
I know that you were in a championship game last year, but you lost two terrific players due to graduation, Tyree Turner and Franco Alvarez. Your team seemingly is just as good, if not better, than when you were a year ago at this time. So how have you gotten back to that high level despite losing some really good players?
Well, we have five very experienced seniors. Three of those seniors started last year for us, so they're not new to anything that they've seen this year. And they've really taken on a leadership role of our team. Liam Gallagher, Brady O'Rourke, Braden Riley were all starters in that game last year. Coincidentally, there are three captains this year, so I'm proud of them. They've been leaders for us, and they put us in a really good position.
Talking about last year, I'm sure the championship game, how it actually played out, was one that you would like to forget. But that could also serve as motivation. Is that something, that lopsided loss to Aliquippa, that has motivated and driven the guys who are back?
Absolutely, 100%. They've talked about, since that game on, I think it was March 1st last year, of getting back there and, trying to get a ring. It's been, a very motivating piece in our season. Obviously we wanted to accomplish some goals along the way. But now that this time is here, I think they're really more motivated than ever.
You mentioned the wins against Jeanette. I know that that's such a great matchup, and obviously the Jayhawks, one of the best teams in this bracket as well. When you think back to those wins, especially the most recent one at home, what did you see from your team that maybe has you believing that they could be championship caliber?
Yeah, I mean, a great test against a great program. Like you said, one of the top teams in 2A. And, they came out and they punched us in the mouth in both games. And I talked, with you guys after, and, I really liked where our poise was. They came out and made the first punch, took the lead in the fourth quarter against us. But we weren't shaken. Our seniors led us. Liam Gallagher hit a huge shot for us. We didn't blink, we didn't panic, and I was really proud to see that. And that's something, moving forward in the playoffs, that is going to be a crucial part in not panicking
So, as the number one seed, that means
when
that you're
things go
not,
wrong.
as the number one seed, you're not sure yet who you're going to play because it'll be either Laurel, the 16th seed, or number 17, Eden Christian Academy. I'm sure that there's a little bit of a benefit to getting the extra rest, but by the same token, does it complicate matters not knowing who you're going against yet?
A little bit. I would say that, you'd always like to know going into, the playoffs of who exactly you're going to play. But it's par for the course. They're going to play that game on Thursday or Friday. I think Friday. But they give us a couple days to prepare, watch some film, and we'll just take it one game at a time.
Does getting the number one seed make a real difference as opposed to if you were, for instance, number two or number three?
I don't really think so. I mean, to be the best, you got to beat the best. So I think it probably puts a bigger target on our back. The teams that come to play us are playing the number one seed, but in the long run, you got to beat everybody. So whether we were one, two, or three, I wasn't really concerned. I just want us to play good basketball this time of year.
Well, you mentioned number one seed means you have a target on your back. You've been to championship games multiple times as the head coach, including last year. With all that said, what would equate to a successful season for GCC?
I think we always set three goals, and the first one is a section championship. We accomplished that. Goal two is a WPIAL championship, and uh, goal three is a state championship. I think if you can get two out of those three, it's a really successful season.
Well, Christian, so far so good. Congrats on the section title, a terrific regular season, and the number one seed, and good luck in the postseason.
All right, thanks, Sean.